Sorry for all the interruptions, guys. Took a little bit of time, but we're back. Sorry. Alrighty. That was the longest I've ever had to mess with an overlay. That was definitely the longest ever. Sorry. Okay. I did it just in time to get the stream back up. We changed projectors. Obviously, this one's a lot sharper, a lot clearer, and we can see everything now, so we should be pretty well off. We have GG We Suck on the blue side against Spanish Inquisition on the red side. Everybody can see that better now? Is that better? Is that a lot better? Can I get a thumbs up from everybody? And a hell yeah? All right. All righty, guys. I'm going to turn this over to Aldemark, who's going to be casting for you guys on this next stream. Here you go.
Hey guys, Aldemark here. And in the beginning of this game, we were coming up with Kale, Jana, Twitch, Maokai, and Sejuani. On the other side, we have Nocturne, Quirky, Morgana, Aatrox, and Zyra. Now coming around the bot lane, looks like the red side is going to start with maybe a possible invade, considering Nocturne can go either with red buff or blue. And coming around, they're starting with the ward battles and the standard split from the blue side. Now coming on, it could be a huge matchup. I mean, we're going to see what happens going on. Right now, no action is going on. They're sitting in the river bush. Zyra Snare coming out, not catching anybody, but fortunately, nobody saw it. Now, when there's no ward being placed, no one can see what's going on. Red team is going out on a limb, but no sights going on any side. It looks like they're going to play it safe and back off as Kale's coming to come say hi. And the pings are shooting out. So far, nothing serious. Nocturne's going to go ahead and take his red with a little help from Aatrox, hopefully. Bot lane's going to go ahead and play some defensive wards from maybe the possible quick invade from Sejuani, which they assume for her to be starting at red buff for the faster leash. Now, among the early game, the Maokai is very dangerous right now. I mean, he has a lot of sustain. There's really much he can be bullied out of lane with, even though Aatrox has a lot of sustain himself. So for this game, the matchup, it's going to take a lot in part of the jungler's discretion. Each side has a lot of sustain to go with. Now with Sejuani, starting off in every... I'm sorry, guys. Sejuani goes ahead and gets a fast clear down with Smite the Red. And right now, just sitting there poking. Maokai is going to go ahead and get an early level 2 against Aatrox, so Aatrox will be able to have to be pushed against a little bit. Kale is pushing hard against Zyra, trying to poke down with her little E. And nothing much is happening on. Certainly farming. Now, with Morgana getting the Stealthy's edge, she will be trying to get for poking and with the starting of the W. Now, also, with that change, they will be very successful to an early jungle level 2 gank, but sadly, Sejuani does not have a good level 2, unlike Xin Zhao and or other people. Early trade-offs and pokes go down. And mostly it's going to be a sustain game for most of this, and we are trying to see. On GG We Suck, right now they're having a quick go-ahead lead because they had the free pushes on each lane, being able to put down more pressure, putting Nocturne more of a chance to gank with the less wards coming out. It is too early to tell what's going on or what their decisions will be, but let's see how we're going. Ping's shooting out in the bot lane. Looks like they're going to try to get engaged. Janet Tempest will be going wide. Sejuani looks like she's going to try to make a play up top lane. Maokai going in with the snare and the knockup. Aatrox ashes away. Sejuani is going to get her hit in. Sapling toss, and he's going to get down really slow with the flash over the wall. And he'll be perfectly fine with the E. He does still have his passes up, so he's further safe from tower dive. Nocturne coming up with the tether. Kale is coming to reload. The fear will go off, and the ignite is going down. The heal, and she will go down, and they will back off. She will back up down to the turret. So far, it's still 0-0, no first blood. And a lot of good plays coming down around. Too bad none enough could be done with a secure of a kill to put up a little gold lead for the first blood. Now, in the bot lane, go ahead and change out these. Make it a lot easier for people to see the CS. Black Shield coming down on Morgana. Gets Dark Biting on Janna. But they will not capitalize on it. Figured it's not risky enough. And they're just going to play it safe. Alrighty, Zyra is going ahead and taking early back. Try to even out. Wish the push on the Kale, so she will get back on the experience. Now is Zyra going to go ahead and back and start getting the No Magic Mantle to build towards the Chalice. Kale will head with 20 CS with the double Dorans. Will give her an early start and a little more mana regen based on the fact Kale the minions, but she will be heavily reliant. Aatrox going down deep. The jump right now, they're just poking back and forth. It's, once again, it's a staying game. Aatrox does have his passive and with his 200% healing, so he will be fine. Now, Maokai is really consistent on mana, so his sustain will be running out shortly, but he does have a Doran shield to help with the health regen. Now, both junglers are taking an interesting turn to go ahead and get the Quill quote. Now, I know it's different aspects. So a lot of people like to get Pharaoh Flare on Nocturne, but they're going to go ahead and use him for a more defensive strategy for the Corki and Zyra. Dark Binding will go ahead and miss. And as each blue side lane is pretty much pushed up, except for the Aatrox up top, Sejuani is up there, and looks like Nocturne's going to come up for a counter gank. Twitch is going invisible down the bot lane, and there's a ward, but they will not be able to capitalize on it, even though the true damage poison. Snare coming down about Aatrox. It's going to get up. Nocturne coming up. Aatrox really low. Tether going down on Sejuani. She's feared, and looks like no kills are going to go down. Aatrox is really low in a very dangerous position with his passive almost about to be procced. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no problem. Look, Sejuani's going to go ahead and take down the wipe and keep going. Now, I noticed there are no sweepers early, so each jungler is vulnerable to being caught in the wards and sitting there. And so it is not going to be more of a contest of vision control, but more along the lines of trying to make a play before they can make a reaction to it. Tempest go down, but the black shield will block it with the spell immune. Corki going really slow, and the true damage will come down. Oh, the heal pops out, the flash over the wall, exhaust coming down on Twitch. Oh, he's caught with the dark binding, but it will not be enough. The heal coming down on the Twitch, making him perfectly fine. And still 0 for 0. GG We Suck coming out ahead with a 500 gold lead. It's not much, but every margin helps early in this game. Now Twitch and Janna with bot side coming really low. They have almost a free push, but Nocturne's going to come down and give him a hand. Hey, yo. You're not supposed to go digging through that. Somebody told me not to let you do that. Okay, all right, just making sure. All right. Nocturne's going to go ahead and retreat back to his jungle to go ahead and start farming. Corki is coming back down the lane. As he was back, he did buy early pickaxe, which is really nice because it looks like he's going to go for the early Infinity Edge as fast as he can. The crit damage is really nice against the Twitch because Twitch is most likely going to get a Blade of the Rune King early to help get his passive stacks on. Kale is going to go ahead and poke down with a Q and E to try to force Zyra out of the lane to get some free farm. Nocturne is going to go ahead and rotate over to get his red. Sejuani, after getting her red and clearing her jungle, she's going to go ahead and try to make a play bot lane, appears. Nope, she's rotating backwards up towards mid. And Corki with the Valkyrie coming down. Janna's shield will get her extra heal. Extra health to sustain, and they will pull back out. Still 0 for 0. GG We Suck still ahead by now 600k or 600 gold. My apologies. Nocturne, after clearing the red, mate looks like he will not be able to give it to Zyra for the pressure put on by the Kale. Twitch still hasn't been able to go back, so he will have the extra gold, almost enough for a BF sword here with another, maybe a wave or two, so he will be able to out-damage Corki in a sense. Now, they are both really low, and if they do both go back so early, the turret will be pushed dangerously low. Nocturne finishing blue, looks like he's going to head down, maybe for possible turret dive bot lane. He did, excuse me. Sejuani clearing blue, will not give it to Kale. Both junglers are now respectively 6. Yeah, looks like they're setting up for a tower dive here bot lane on Janna and or Twitch. Aatrox went back to grab a Cutlass to go ahead and fight against Maokai, who got the extra sustain with the Catalyst. He will be clearing out the pink ward top, so he does know that Aatrox will be vulnerable for a gank here in the future. Looks like we're going to see some action going on. Nope. Nah, looks like they're just trying to play high five for right now. Dark Binding will get off and will catch Twitch. They will not be able to capitalize anything. For Corki is way too far away, and there's no point in risking the Valkyrie because they have no vision on Nocturne at the moment. I mean on Sejuani, my apologies. Kale's rotating down bot lane to help out her counterparts in bot. They keep going. Oh, no. She looks like she's going to back off because she knows that she has been spotted. Now here's where your vision control will start to come into play. And Nocturne is setting up the defensive wards because he fears that Sejuani, who has a really strong sense of map awareness and the fact that she's really fast and leap over walls, he does not want to get counter jungle too hard to be caught out low health. Twitch is still extremely low, has not gone back yet. Neither side of bot. Morgana has not gone back yet. Still has her spell thief's edge, and she's going to try to make use of her passive. Sejuani up mid, trying to get a good gank on Zyra here. Snare and miss. The ultimate comes down. Oh, the camera rotates top. Nocturne rotating on Maokai. The snare, the ultimate comes out. The tether will break free, and the first blood will go to Aatrox up in the top lane. Now with the first blood up to Aatrox, that will now allow him to get more gold up ahead of him against Maokai. Even though Maokai does have more CS, it will not matter in the end. Sejuani is farming better than Nocturne, but Nocturne does have an assist coming into this play. Now Zyra finished us off her chalice when she went back, and she also went to buy some health pots and stuff to help her in lane. Nocturne's coming down the mid lane, even though Kale does have the intervention. There's some play going around, and they're just going to keep farming away, trying to get some map control over the dragon, because knowing that bot lane is back, they will be able to secure the vision on the dragon. Dragons will take a huge control in this game. "11 minutes in the game. We had GG We Suck with 13k gold and Spanish Inquisition with 12.8k. Aatrox going ahead and fighting with the Maokai. Maokai ult comes down in the snare. He's going to leap out of the fight and make Maokai pop his ultimate. That way he won't take the extra damage. Maokai is just really tanky in this stage, despite the fact that he doesn't have any armor or MR items. He's just naturally tanky due to the fact that he heals based off of auto attacks of the spells that cast. So Aatrox has to be able to get close and to do damage, and Maokai is able to push him away. He leaps in and doing some poke and knock up, and Aatrox is like, no, I don't want no more of that. I'm going to go ahead and go back. Wards coming around the bot lane, vision control. Dark Binding will miss, but Makama rotate back up to top. They see Twitch is going to go ahead and do a couple auto attacks. Phosphorus bomb coming out. Twitch can't go invisible. Coming about Valkyrie coming up. His auto attack. Twitch is about half health, but as he goes stealthy, will back off. And he's just trying to get that map control. Every little bit helps. Both of these bot lanes are doing extremely well with their coordination together to not give up a single kill. Now, the CS among Twitch is a lot higher than Corki, which is oddly expected because he does have an early BF sword, because the scaling of a BF sword is higher than Infinity Edge because it costs less and it gives you a little help. Aatrox will just leap in, try to poke. Snare coming down on him. He gets really low. Maokai will pop the ultimate. Aatrox ultimate coming out. He's getting really low. And Maokai will flash back away under this turret. Got this little hokey pokey going on here in the bot lane, poking each other down. They're still trying to... See, Janna is a defensive champion. Yes, she has a lot of engage temporarily, but she will not do well against a Valkyrie on a Corki and a Black Shield with light CC with a Black Shield Morgana. So bot lane is going to go ahead and farm it out, wait for Sejuani gank with the guarantee stuns. Kale is knocking really low from the plants, but she's going to fight away. Ultimate comes off of Zyra, but it will not knock her up, so she cannot turn around and make a play off of it. Plus, Kale still does have her intervention, so either way it could have gone. Kale was in a very safe position there, but she decided not to risk it. Sejuani coming down through the bot lane, and she's going to go ahead and try to do a lane gank to catch off Corki or Morgana, but the problem is, though, with Twitch and Janna being slightly pushed, they will have to wait for an engage among Corki and Morgana. Kale is pinging Dragon, and Sejuani is going to leap over the wall. They do have vision on Kale. I do not see if they have a ward in the Dragon Pit. Meanwhile, Aatrox is pushing top heavily, trying to put, keep the pressure up there, to keep Maokai up there, because Maokai does have teleport to come down, but if his turret's low, he doesn't want to leave. This Dragon is really low. They will get it almost barely uncontested, but they're in a very dangerous position right now. Janna is going to get cut. Oh, the tether going off on Twitch. He flashes away. Big one comes down. He's dropped dangerously low, but the Zyra ultimate coming down. The intervention comes out from Kale. Sejuani's going to go ahead and body block as much as he can. Which is real low. He will fall to Zyra. Tempest coming out. Sejuani will clean up on the Nocturne. Jet ult saves everybody from the tether. And it's not going to... Dark Binding will miss on Kayle. And speed up and the shield will keep her out of save. That is a very good play trade-off for the red team on the Dragon. If they... You know, Aatrox is getting his butt handed to him at top lane. Oh, he's doing damage. The Ignite coming down. He's back at half health. He can't run away. Maokai cannot run away. He has nothing, but Aatrox is not going to pursue the fight. He's just going to make sure that Maokai is going to stay top lane with nothing able to do. Now, Twitch made a liar to me earlier. I thought he was going to get a BF sword, a BT. But he's going to go ahead and start going for the Infinity Edge with the pickaxe. Now, being ahead of Corki now in the damage retrospect, because Corki has to stop. He's more of a caster 80 carry due for the Spell Blade. Sejuani's up top, protecting the turret, making sure it does not get done damage to, you know, because gold is gold no matter what. Zyra is not going to get another blue, and looks like she's doing just fine without it. Aatrox is still top lane. Maokai finished off his Roa. Stinger down on the Kayle, BF sword. A little tongue-tied here. Now with the Dragon secure on the blue side, they are still ahead by almost 1,000 gold. Kayle will not get this blue buff, but it looks like that she's going to go put some deep wards into the red side jungle. Try to get some vision on the enemy jungler. Going to poke him down just a little bit. Snare will miss on the wild plants. Now that vision control is being more into play, I'm seeing more sweepers come out throughout the game. And they're able to, you know, with these sweepers, they're able to securely have objectives of drag and blue and red and be able to push down more turrets. Kayle's going really deep under the turret. She's doing damage, forcing him away. Zyra ultimate coming down. The intervention knocks her up. Nocturne decides to scare him off. Both the teams still doing really well. Tempest coming out on the Corki, but Black Shield was not in time to block it. Corki just whiffing those ultimates, coming right back and forth. He's trying to do as much damage poke as he can, but Twitch is able to just stack his health back up. Nocturne defending the mid lane, trying to salvage the turrets, doesn't want them to get damaged because gold is gold and it goes either way. Fight's going down bot lane, Valkyrie away. And it looks like they're not really trying to fight. It seems that they just want to get, you know, protect the farm. Not protect the farm, but get the farm, be safe, and not worry about it. They're going to let the junglers make the plays in this one. Sejuani and Nocturne head towards the bot lane. They want to make a play down here because it has been like a 4 to tango here. And wards have been cleared out. They do know Sejuani is here, but they do not know Nocturne is here in town yet. But he's going to give him a surprise for a little paranoia. Dark Binding comes down on Twitch. Nocturne coming in with the paranoia and the ultimate. Gatling guns coming down. The turret will fall. Aatrox top lane. And Janna will be falling down the snare. Janna, teleport coming down from Maokai. Tether coming down. Corki looks like he will fall from Kayle. Morgana is just running away, trying to find a good escape. Zyra pushing the mid lane. Aatrox getting another tier turret. Do as much as he can, damage to it. Now, this would be a good trade-off, but for 2 turrets, for one, would not be that well, considering 2,000 gold to 1,000 is not a safe play, even though they were 1,000 gold ahead. Zyra will finish off the mid turret. Aatrox still trying to do what damage he can, even though he is blocked because he only has range of minions. Morgana trying to rush to go ahead and get the Zonias as fast as she can. That way her team fight potential will be highly greatened. Now, the Janna pick was really good against Morgana through their ultimate because Morgana goes ahead and flashes ult in, and Janna can just push her away if she doesn't have her black shield on herself. So that puts them a great team fight potential, and with them pushed away, Sejuani will be able to follow back up with her ultimate, and Maokai jumping right on in and doing damage. Aatrox finishing off with his Blade of the Ruined King. Nocturne with grabbing a pickaxe, probably going to go ahead and get a Ravenous Hydra, do some AoE damage. Zyra grabbing a Negatron Cloak and Fiendish Condex, probably going to finish it off into a Chalice and an Abyssal Scepter. Looks like Kayle just left with the blue buff, or red buff, I'm sorry. See, vision control comes into play here. Prime example. They had vision on the red and they were able to take it with them being gone. Oh, Zyra Snare coming down. The plant's doing damage. Kale's going to chase it down. Ultimate comes down. Zyra heals it back off. Just trying to minimize the damage being dealt. This is a very close game, despite the fact that it's an 800 gold difference. But hey, it only takes one team fight, folks. Corky Valkyrie in with exhaust come down. Nocturne Paranoia. Twitch will fall to Morgana's fast. Sejuani coming down. Going to go ahead and save. Zyra turret diving. Or Kale being turret diving. Zyra flashing over the plants. Intervention coming down. Keep her alive. The heal. Very well played in mid laner. As she will go ahead and go home free and go ahead and buy some items. 153 CS, 20 minutes in. It is really good. Huge farming game today, ladies and gentlemen. Bot lane, red team bot lane is going to go ahead and come up to the mid. Try to get a little push here with Kale being gone. Getting more map control, getting more presence, and doing what they can. They're going to go ahead and try to get a team fight because they do know that they're ahead in kills, but they still below in objectives of turrets. With the dragon respawning, blue side is going to go ahead and go to it and go ahead and start it. But I don't think they're actually going to start it. I think they're testing it to see what the red team intentions are. After realizing, hey, they're probably not going to come, they're going to go ahead and start it and probably get it nearly almost uncontested. Dark Biting does a massive damage to Janna and shielding herself, and blue team will get another almost uncontested dragon that will put them ahead by another 1,000 gold. Morgana coming down really close, getting caught out. Oh, killing spree from the Kale to the Q. Aatrox putting damage down to Maokai. He's going flashes away. Aatrox does have his Ignite down, but he's putting pressure on Maokai, for he can't leave the turret to help his team. His team does have the free roam of the group, but, I mean, you got to stop the Aatrox. 150 farm, 1 kill. I mean, he does I hate to do this term, but he does a ton of damage. With the grouping of the blue team, they decided to go ahead and take Nocturne's blue buff. He is, he's on welfare right now. He's at 63 farm, unable to use most of his stacks. Aatrox can go ahead and go back, finish some items. Oh, nope. He's going to say no. He's going to go in. Oh! Knockup does not go off. But Maokai is just going to play it safe, farm what he can. Aatrox is like, nah, I don't want to bite that. I don't want to bite that. Kale will get her first blue of the game. As I say again, earlier in the game I mentioned that this would be a highly jungle-oriented game, and most of the plays have not been made without, the junglers themselves. Aatrox has been putting tons of pressure up top, and Nocturne doing what he can, using the almost inescapability of the Twitch Janna bot lane to go ahead and do a surprise paranoia. And using his paranoia, they are extremely paranoid. Wards coming down, trying to get that vision going, don't know where the team is at. More information you have, the more plays you're able to make. Aatrox going to go ahead and grab a Hex Drinker, which is not a bad pick considering most of the blue side is magic damage. And he does do more damage based off the fact that he has less health. So it will help out once he finishes it to a Miles Morales. Kale with almost 200 farm in a Hurricane Stinger. I don't even know how this is working too much. Even I consider it really weird, but she will have massive wave clear and massive farm. She will be able to defend the turrets by herself along with push others. Now she's going to rotate top, and Aatrox seen her come up there, but does not know where she wanted up to be until she went by the pink. And now they're going to go ahead. He's going to leap away, and they're just going to go ahead and take the pink and try to make a little play, push top up here to go ahead and even out the map control. Aatrox, with his flash still up, he is able to play safely. And he's going to go ahead and leap in, do Blade of the Ruin King on Maokai. Going to do as much damage as he can. Zyra with Snare will miss. Anyway, he's going to go to the plants. And he's going to go ahead and slow, and Maokai will knock him up. Wait, they're going to give up the chase. Nocturne's coming down. Oh, Twisting Tree misses the tether. And he's just going to back off and say, nah. Now blue team is going to go ahead and rotate up top. And go Maokai ultimate coming in. Oh, wow, he goes all the way down. Oh, Nocturne Paranoia, he's trying to use it defensively. Zyra is falling to Maokai. They're going to keep up the chase. Sejuani's chasing as much as he can. He's trying to slow. Her leap should be up here in 2 seconds. But they're not going to go ahead and go for tower dive because Aatrox still has his passive up. It has not been broken all game. He is in a very safe position. And Offical down, Dark Bang coming down. Corky unable to contest on it, but they're going to go for the Twitch. Twitch is really weak right now. Oh, Janet ultimate for the Valkyrie coming over. He's trying to kill him, and the big one misses. He flashes over the wall and gets him with the auto attack. Janet's running for her life, and the minion that could have blocked the Dark Binding. Nocturne's fighting Kale right now. Maokai is he sees Maokai and he backs off. 35K to 32K game, guys. It's a high gold game. This is a very great game. Both teams are coordinated very well. Maokai is going to go ahead and start buying items towards either get a Sunfire or a Randuin's. In my opinion, the Randuin's would be best bet for him because Sejuani can go ahead and get a Frozen Heart either way. But they both can do either or because this is a very tanky team and they're utilizing their late game. Twitch finished with his IE. He's going to go ahead and get a Static Shift and skip some lifesteal early, while Corky is going ahead and grab a Last Whisper. Now, early game Last Whisper is 35% armor penetration total, so which is not a bad pick against the Maokai and Sejuani buying Chain Vest. With that being said, he also shreds through the squishies, being able to safely beat him back and be maneuverable as he can while able to dive in with the Nocturne and the Morgana and Aatrox. They have enough peel and they have enough mobility. They're able to make plays like this. Now Twitch is going to go ahead and get his first red buff of the game, which will help with his poison and stack upon the true damage and the slow so he can chase and kite better. Aatrox keeping up his pressure top lane to keep Maokai up there. That way he will not move, ensure that he will not be able to use the help of his teleport. Nocturne floating about, seeing what he can do. He's just debating on which way he wants to go. And he just walks right up to Kale and gets Q'd. Spell Shield, Tempest, but it still gets slowed. And I don't know what was going on there. The game is very close in kills, 5 to 6. Dragon Timer will be up in 15 seconds. So Blue has the map control over it with the vision, but let's see, Red can try to contest the first one and maybe get a comeback in the gold. Nocturne will not give Morgana the blue buff. He's going to go ahead, and it appears he's going to go ahead and float back in the lane. Blue side, knowing that Dragon has spawned, they're going to go ahead and move towards it immediately. Red team, having no vision, will not be able to contest. This will be Blue side's third Dragon of the game. They are on top of this Dragon. They know what they're doing. They're giving their team as much gold as they can, leaving nobody behind. The Flash ultimate coming down. Zyra safe ultimate on herself, knocking up 3 people. Corky, Valkyrie away, stopped by the Tempest. Dark Binding coming down. On Sejuani, Nocturne, Paranoid ult. Zyra will fall to Maokai. Jenna ult, trying to save the team, do as much damage as you can. Intervention coming down. Huge team fight, spread it out. Shut down the Kale. Aatrox passes still hasn't broken, but he has now. And just 2 tanky, Sejuani and Maokai, but double kill down to Corky. Nocturne is Maokai's 1v5, and he will fall to the triple kill on the Corky. That was a great team fight. Corky was now 5-1. Kale 3-1, finally with the shutdown. This was the team fight Red team was looking for. Now they're able to get back in here, walk around, get the map control that they need, get the wards, and be able to finally contest some more objectives. Now, with Blue side, the reason why they lost the fight was they had to split up. Sejuani and Maokai were split up, focusing more on the Aatrox and the Nocturne and the Zyra, even though most of the damage right now is coming from the Corky with the Last Whisper, which I mentioned before. Now, leaving him scot-free, they were already at half health, out of mana. All the cooldowns were blown to not be able to lock him down, so he was just able to clean up, safely from behind, but he can jump right in and out as he chooses. With that back, he will grab his Cutlass and looks like he's going to build towards the Blade of the Ruined King. Twitch 0 and 5 Shiv IE combo. Right now, Maokai went ahead and got a Warden's Mail and a Sunfire, stacking up the armor with the Ninja Tabby and Doran's Shield. Sejuani building more towards the MR side. She did get a Sunfire, but it looks like she's going to go more overall protection. Both teams have an early Baron potential. I wouldn't be surprised to see them. Kale pushing up top lane with her Nashor's Tooth and double Dorans along with the Hurricane will give her huge pushing potential. She's going to go ahead and keep pushing up top lane. Sejuani, Maokai, and Twitch are going to rotate up top. Janet's going to go ahead and slow down the bot push as much as she can, but I mean she can't slow him down that much, but she will be able to try. Now top lane, blue side is going to go ahead and push the second tier turret, and they will be able to get it hopefully before Nocturne and Morgana show up. They do get it. It looks like it's going to turn out to be a base race so far, but no minions to support red side on bot. So Corki's going to go ahead and go back. The wave clear on this team. They're going to go ahead and push for the inhibitor turret. Red team rushing to go back. Dark Riding coming down. Can't slow it. Can't stop it. Inhibitor starting to take damage, but they're going to say, nah, we've got a good push. They have a naked inhibitor. We're going to use that to our advantage. They got the goal that they were looking for. They pushed back ahead. Now they have a clear Baron control. They have the upside of the map completely down to their side. So what they're going to do, probably, in my opinion, what I would do, is ward around the red side jungle and prepare to bait or to actually try to take a Baron. They do have a strong team for it. Remember, guys, this is single elimination. Morgana, with her Sightstone, still has not finished her Zonias, which is vitally crucial for her and her team fights. And Kayle looks like she's going to go ahead and start building out her Death Cap to give her some more damage. Pink wards being placed on all over the inventories. And then, as I said, they're still fighting for the map control because map control is key. Blue side is favoring the top lane and the mid lane. And both sides rotating around the Baron, trying to keep the map control because they don't want to make sure that no one's going to try to do a little sneaky and try to sneak one underneath each other. With the wave building up on the bot lane, they will force Corki to head down. So he's going to go ahead and clean up, get as much farm as he can, get himself ahead, finish that Blade of the Rune King as fast as possible. So he'll be able to, do percentage of health because it is a tanky team. It is a good choice. And right now he is doing a lot of damage. Corki is very strong right now. Kayle doing huge damage on the Kayle. Aatrox hopping over. Zyro coming down. Janna knocking him back. Intervention coming down. Sejuani has not popped up into that scene. Paranoia coming down the Kayle. Twitch will take down Morgana. Passive coming down. It is now. That's 2 for 0. Double kill Twitch. Surprised I didn't smell him coming in. Now with they're unable to contest the inhibitor. They're going to go ahead and take it. They're going to go ahead and rush the inhibitor. And they may or may not try to go for the inhibitor turret mid lane. Yeah, that is a down inhibitor. This is major for the blue team. Let's see if they plan to go ahead and take the Baron, or if they're going to go ahead and wait it out and see what happens. Yep, she's going to go ahead and jump right on in. Huge sweep, we clear the Baron pit, and they're going to go ahead and try to do the Baron as fast as they can. Get it done. They will put them in even further lead. They're going to regroup after this. But, oh, wait a minute. We have Corki coming up with phosphor bombs and rockets. Nocturne showing up. The Q's over the wall. And, nope, the smite will go down. Blue team does clean it up. Great smite on the blue side. Very well played. Red team just clinging on, biting their nails, trying to figure out what's their best plan of attack or defense. And with that, oh, I didn't even notice. There's a scrying orb on the field. Blue team not giving up any gold to them. They're going to go ahead and put them on welfare and take a dragon as well. That will put them an almost 10k lead above. They're just going to take everything that they can. Staying grouped together, not want to take any risks. They do have the Baron. They do have the potential, clear winning fight right now that they were able to force. Corki shooting rockets, coming around phosphorus bomb land. Oh, Sejuani with a knockup. Tether coming down. Oh, and she's going to go ahead and ultimate. And they're stuck. Corki is down. Twitch is taking out the turret. Zyra will fall down. Aatrox going away. Nocturne using a defensive paranoid ultimate. Morgana's just trying to lead him away, but they're not going to take. Oh, Sejuani might. She's like, I want the kill, but with no mana, I don't think she'll be able to chase. Because Maokai is able to tank it, he said, turret damage. What turret damage? I'm going to go ahead and tank this. Oh, Tempest keeping Aatrox from leaping over. He is going to be melted. Morgana with a 5-man ultimate. She will drop before it goes. Maokai double kill. Twitch with kill on the Morgana. This will be an inhibitor. Oh no, they're going to ignore the inhibitor. They have minions. It's ace. They're going to go ahead and take out the Nexus turrets. Turret 1 fall. Turret 2 fall. This will be game, ladies and gentlemen. This game will go to GG, we suck. Spanish Inquisitors. Good game, guys. Congratulations to both teams. I wish you guys the best of luck later on in the tournament.
Hyper Fighters, you're up next against Team Yolamid.
And we are back. Edge of the Water 2014. Team Yellow Mid versus Hyper Fighters. Clearly wasn't loud enough. One more time. Team Yellow Mid versus Hyper Fighters. That's more like it. On the left side, Maokai, Nami, Jinx, Lee Sin, Oriana against the Lucian, Soraka, Aatrox, Zyra, and the Shyvana. You do, sir. I had to go to the airport, do some stuff.
Yeah, they're definitely, as soon as they blow their load, though, they disengage.
Yeah.
Reinitiate. Oh, it got better as the night went on.
Well, they actually changed out the projectors, I think.
Oh, really? They sent the other one over there, or what?
I think so. Yeah.
How many matches are tonight?
Well, Sean really doesn't want to go past midnight. So, if anything,
This one, one
this
more.
game, one more, and then maybe a third one. I think we got a pause coming.
Now someone's lead crashed. They're not even loaded on. Lupe's computer isn't loading on. Who's after Jinx?
Okay, Mr. Hero.
Crash real quick while they're pausing.
A summoner has reconnected. Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
That is a horn growing out of my head.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Yes, that was a banana. No one expects the banana.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
So just in case everybody's wondering what's going on, one of the computers, the left click, isn't working properly. What's that? No, it's not just the mouse. It's in League, and we can't figure out how to get the left click bind to activate everything. Because Quick Cast works, but Normal Cast doesn't. Yeah, it works, period. It works for everything except in League, I guess.
A summoner has disconnected.
No, I'm not happy to see you. Yes, that is a horn going out of my head. Yes, that
Summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected. Executed. A summoner has disconnected. 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 A summoner has disconnected.
All right, guys, just as a quick update, Hyper Fighters and Stud Muffins will be playing tomorrow instead of tonight. All right? And Stand Tall and Talented and 5 Asians 1 Cup will be playing their match tomorrow as well. So the 10 p.m. and 10:45 matches are going to be tomorrow. All right, guys. Sorry about the wait. We had a technical difficulty. We are getting it resolved, and we will be ready to go here shortly. Does anybody have an iPhone 4 charger? Anybody? You have an iPhone 4 charger? Can I borrow it? Thank you.